So with so many people starting social media marketing agencies and starting businesses like this that can be very, very profitable, you're probably wondering to yourself, is it too good to be true and is it too saturated? And I totally understand why you would think that, because I thought the exact same thing before I started. I saw so many videos about SMMA in particular, and I thought, if there's so many videos about it and so many people are learning it, there's obviously not space for me. How am I going to come in as a complete beginner and compete with all these people? So I'm going to give you 4 reasons why SMMA and social media marketing and freelancing in general is not saturated. And these are 4 reasons why you can start today. Before we get into that, if you are new, make sure to hit subscribe. And if you've been here before and you just like this content, hit the like button to let YouTube know. And also it helps me out, so I'd really appreciate it. And apart from that, before we get into it, I want to make sure that you know that we have a free Facebook community linked in the description below. Join that. We do free trainings every 2 weeks, and I promise you won't be disappointed if you join. So reason number 1 is that so many more businesses are moving online or switching from focusing on their physical business to focusing online. They're doing this with the help of government assistance and government payments, and now is a better time than ever for them to do that. Many of them are just starting off and they don't even have a website, they don't have social media pages, and that's a service that you can provide. Ultimately, any small business that moves online, whether it's a local artist, a photographer, or a local retail store, all of them need help. All of them need help with their marketing. Like I mentioned, they need websites, they need social media pages, they're gonna need Facebook ads, and they need all of these services. And more importantly, they need people to do that. They're not gonna be able to do it all themselves, and even if they do, they're probably not gonna know a whole lot. And even if they do try and do it by themselves, they probably won't get very far. They'll realize that they need help eventually. It's pretty clear from that example that there's more demand than ever right now, and that's not going away anytime soon. Reason number 2 is that so many businesses now that were already online are now putting way more focus on their online marketing. You can probably think of a couple examples yourselves of businesses that you know that have a local store but also have an online store. For example, if you're in Ireland, places like JD Sports or Lifestyle Sports are great examples of this. So as we've gone through this whole weird period in history in the last few months, all of those businesses have really just had to push their focus onto their online presence. One, because they literally had to shut down their stores. But secondly, they also understand now that it's a risk if they just focus on their physical business, whereas if they can build this online business that brings them in more money, they're going to be more sustainable in the future. And like, you can just look at the numbers, like look at the amount of people now who are running Facebook ads and Google ads. The numbers have gone up, more businesses are spending more on them, and there's more money being spent on those platforms. Reason number 3 is that there's a ton of new niches hopping into the online world. This year is such a good example of this. We've seen so many personal trainers, life coaches, and small businesses move purely online. Think of all the gyms that basically started launching their online coaching and fitness program because they had to shut their gyms. And think of all, the local artists or local musicians who are now trying to grow on TikTok and Instagram. All of these people and businesses, they need help, right? They don't have all the time in the world, and they need someone who can come in and assist them with their marketing. Whether that's literally setting up a website, running ads, or just managing their social media, they need someone to do that. And the 4th and final reason is that this pandemic, although it seemed like the worst thing ever, has actually created so much new space for people to come in and do social media marketing and start SMMA. The people who had businesses where they purely relied on their physical business and did not move online were literally shocked when this began, because they suffered the most. They were told, you've got to shut your doors and your revenue is going to 0. These businesses now understand the importance of them moving online and putting nearly all of their focus there. Governments are literally giving grants to these businesses to build websites and do marketing online. So now they have a ton of surplus cash that they can put into marketing that they don't have to even pay for. They get free money from the government for marketing. The government is literally fueling SMMA. The government is literally pumping money into the pockets of SMMA owners. And if you're not in the space right now, you're missing out. So like any business model, when you see a lot of people talking about it and a lot of people doing it, it's very easy to think that it's too late to start and that it's way too saturated. But to be honest, there is just so much more opportunity in SMMA right now. There's more money being given for marketing, there's more businesses focusing on their online marketing, and there's more of a space for you to come in and start your own SMMA this year. So if you found this valuable, please do leave a like, and if you're new, hit the subscribe button. As I mentioned in the start of the video, there is a free Facebook community linked in the description. Make sure you join if you want to get help from myself and other people within the community on how to start your SMMA the best way possible in 2020. And if you already have a social media marketing agency, or you've already started but you are struggling to get clients and get businesses to actually pay you, book in a call with me down below. I've got a few slots on my calendar for the next few weeks coming, and I basically want to talk to people like you if you are starting off who need that help, that need that extra helping hand. But it's also an opportunity for me to ask you some questions and to see if you would be a good fit for my program. So don't apply if you don't have time and money to invest into yourself and your future right now. But if you do and you want to get help from me, book in a call and we'll have a conversation. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching till the end. I will speak to you very soon, and I'll see you in the next video.